Look at. But this, we're going to change the mood ever so slightly here. I'm joined now by Fred Sadu, the USTA National Hardcourt Media Tournament / Media Director. Fred, you oversee every big or seemingly every big tennis event here. Where does this one rank on your list of? Is this part of the crown jewel events that come to San Diego every year?
Oh, definitely. It's the USTA National Open Hardcourt Championships.
We're going to throw the graphic up. It's in Balboa Park, and this is not just your run-of-the-mill tennis event. Kids come from all over, right?
Oh, exactly. It's an open tournament, so we see people from all levels. We have talented junior players, we have collegiate players, we have teaching professionals, a couple of players that have played on the tour, even senior players.
So the level of tennis is good. This is perfect weather, and it's free. That's the most important thing. If you like good tennis, you can come out to Balboa Park and watch, right?
Exactly. It's at the Balboa Tennis Club. There's no admission for spectators. Parking is free. Food is available for purchase at the site also.
And there's some really good tennis players, some local kids. We'll start with Ramona's Jessica Fela. Let's start with her. Assess her game. How is she going to do in this event?
She's the defending champion. She won this tournament last year, and she's the #1 seed. She played a tough opponent today, but she came through winning in straight sets. She knows how to win this tournament. She's probably one of the most experienced players in the women's draw. So I think she has a good chance. She just has to be very, very focused.
You know, back in the day, I played a few tennis tournaments, and until you get into the later rounds, you're calling your own lines. And I'm just wondering, as a media co-tournament director, how heated do things get when kids are calling their own lines?
No, I think it's a little bit different these days. We do have the roving umpires in the early rounds. We do have the umpires in the chairs and in the later rounds. So there really, thank goodness, hasn't been too much of that. I think things have changed over the years.
We should point out, in between us is this great trophy. This is what everyone's vying for. To own one of these says you're one of the best junior tennis players around, right?
Oh, exactly. It's very special for somebody to win a national tournament. They get a USTA gold ball. Not every player can get one of these. The competition is so tough, especially at a tournament like this one.
On the men's side, the top seed is a kid from Point Loma. Can you talk about Keegan Smith a little bit?
Keegan Smith won the CIF San Diego Section boys singles title in 2015 and 2016. Hard hitter, very talented. He's going to UCLA this fall, and he's the #1 seed.
And we'll be at his match 10 a.m. tomorrow morning. See how he does.
Exactly.
Remind me the kid from Ghana, Emmanuel
Mensah.
Tell us his story.
29 years old, a native of Ghana. He even played Davis Cup for Ghana. Came to the U.S. years ago on a tennis scholarship. Played for a school in New Mexico, and ended up settling here in the United States. Currently, he's a teaching pro in the South Bay here in San Diego County. He is one of the top open players. He's won this tournament the last 2 years. The draw is so tough. This year, he's seeded 4th.
So events like this have great, you have some pretty significant alumni, right, that have come through?
Exactly.
So, some of which are?
Well, we have Jack Sock, who's currently ranked 15th in the world. Jack won this tournament in 2011, and people wondered, who's this kid from Kansas? And he was really impressive that year. And since then, he's just keep going up, has been going up. He won the Wimbledon doubles title a few years ago. He's won a couple of ATP World Tour titles. He could crack the top 10 in the world.
You know, we had Chris Ello in here an hour ago, and the topic of the state of American tennis came up. I want you to react to this 17-second soundbite. Go ahead, roll it, guys.
Fred will probably know a little bit more than I do, but I know in the rankings right now, juniors, there's not all that many Americans there, but I think the current state of American tennis is pretty bad. I mean, you got Serena, and you got Venus, and then name another American women's tennis player, and name any men's tennis player. It's pretty hard to do.
So I think you probably have a different take on that.
Oh, yeah, we definitely do. I mean, you have John Isner, you have Steve Johnson, you have Sam Querrey, in addition to Jack Sock. So I think that's a good group, but down right underneath, you also have a lot of youngsters coming up. A kid named Francis Tiafoe. We have Rancho Santa Fe's Taylor Fritz.
How's Taylor doing?
You know, Taylor.
Because his future looks so bright there, and then he kind of disappeared on it.
Exactly. Well, he's gotten married, and so
well, that can do it too.
Yeah. But he's still he's still in the hunt, and I think he's going to be in there.
You know, when people talk about it, my feeling is American tennis. It's not so much American tennis has faded; it's the rest of the world has gotten so darn good.
Exactly.
You know, at events like this, you have to deal with the kids, but my experience was the moms and dads were almost worse. Is it dealing with tennis moms? What's that like?
Well, you know what? I think like times have changed, and I think parents are a lot more well behaved, and so I don't think that it's that big of a problem like it used to be.
Fred, let me just, as we wrap this interview up, you are one of the unsung heroes in this community, and we're so lucky. You're kind of like the Bob Breitbart guy, who has done so much but never is at the forefront. But anybody who plays tennis wants to say thank you for everything you do and taking time out to do this. That just shows you what a cool guy you are.
Well, thank you so much for having us.
Fred Sadu, everybody, and we will be the tournament's going on through the 4th. So come on out, right?
On Sunday, the women's final 9 a.m. Saturday, men's final noon on Sunday.
In the quest for the gold ball. That is it for 6:45. 2 prep playoff. Oh, by the way, Thursday we have 2 special guests in. Bert Grossman's going to be coming in, and we also have the Grossmont College baseball team. They are in. They're champions, so we'll be playing a little queen for them. I'm done. Back to you guys.